really interesting to me, and this is kind of a lesson in business for all of you guys that run any kind of business. Your biggest overhead, other than the cost of goods, is going to be your employees. How many people do you have working for you, and how many people do you need working for you? And yes, more, you're going to be able to service your customers a little bit better, but at the same time, where is that money going to come from? doTERRA has, I saw three different numbers. I saw 3,000, I saw 8,800, and I saw 4,461. So somewhere between 3,000 and 800 employees. Young Living said they have 3,300 employees. I mean, 3,000 employees at $30,000 a year, and some of these guys are making $1 million a year at the top. But even at $30,000 a year, that's $100 million in payroll a year. $100 million in payroll. Where do you think that money comes from? It comes from marking up the products, making the consumer, the end user, spend more money so that you can have that. Okay, we did $100 million. We did 90. I was going to recap the numbers. We did $92 million our first full year in business. 92 million. We have 7 customer support people and I think 10 warehouse people packing your orders, and then a customer service manager and a warehouse man and a few 3 programming staff that we've got on payroll. That's it, guys. I mean, less than 20 people on our payroll doing $92 million a year. That's how we're able to keep the overhead so low. That's how, and that translates into being able to provide the highest quality products out there for the lowest prices anywhere. And that's a very powerful thing for a couple reasons. But number one, because I do expect, I mean, it's no surprise, we are setting the new standard. We are setting an example. We're sending a message to the world that this is the way of the future. This is what people want. When we're putting in 1 million people in just over a year, and other companies struggle to even put in a couple thousand a month, obviously we're doing it the right way. And so it's people are going to realize that. It's surprising to me, actually, that more haven't realized it and adopted this model sooner, that they're still holding on to this old school overpriced, let's see how much money we can milk out of these customers before this thing fails model. But more people are going to recognize this is the way of the future. More companies are going to come out with a membership model and try to replicate what we're doing. And they should, because it's the right way, because it works. The positive thing, as far as what we're doing, is we have a huge head start, number one. But number two, when we're operating with 20 employees at almost $100 million in revenue, that's not something that a lot of companies and a lot of CEOs and a lot of owners and a lot of investors and a lot of people in any industry, in any market, in any company know how to run. And I'm not bragging.